what's the name of that guy? The motocross guy? I was like, perfect. I'm gonna DM him. And that's how this started. And on April 14th, 2021, I drove to Susanville. And everyone knows that's followed my stroke story that I was in Susanville when I had a stroke. But no one ever asked why I was there. And I was there because I was meeting someone. And we went out to dinner and just had wonderful conversations, and he and I relate to each other a lot, and the relationship that we had was very friendly. And we went back to the hotel room. I'll never forget what the first thing he said to me when he met me was, "You're so much better in person." And there's not a lot of things that I remember about that night, but certain things. And some just clips in my mind that just like play on repeat. So we went back to the hotel, and everyone wonders how I knew I was having a stroke. He was standing up against the window, and I was on the bed in front of him. And I knew I was having a stroke because we were having sex when I had a stroke. I was trying to talk, so I couldn't. And I started to panic in my mind as to why I couldn't talk, and I couldn't figure out why. And as soon as we were done, I couldn't understand what was wrong with my face and my hand, and he thought that I was probably high or drunk or on some kind of drug, or faking it or seeking attention. And I was telling him I'm not that type of person, and I'm not kidding. There's something seriously wrong with me. And I don't think he ever believed me at the time. At one point he mentioned that he thought I was having a stroke and asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. And I could tell that he didn't really want to take me. Not saying that he wouldn't have, he offered, but I just think it was one of those situations I just didn't want to go. And I didn't think it was that serious. He had had several brain injuries before and had seen other people in accidents and having strokes. So he knew, I think, that I was having a stroke. But neither one of us really thought that it was really that happening. And I stayed up and watched Jackass for most of the night and finally fell asleep for a few hours and woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and drove back to Reno. And the rest is history. And he was texting me, "Sorry about your face and your hand," and how unfortunate that was. Neither one of us knew what was about to happen when I left there and drove myself to the hospital. No one in the world knew what this was going to do. And it's crazy to think that I was having sex with when I had a stroke.